Hey, it's Jen. I'm making some apple cider vinegar and I thought I'd show you how I do it. So basically for every cup you use a teaspoon of preferably organic raw sugar and you put it into either distilled water or you can leave your water overnight out in a container and all the chlorine, well, a lot of the chlorine will dissipate by morning. So also I will use the leftovers of tea water that I made or infusions, and this steam process gets out a lot of impurities as well. You want as least amount of impurities as you can because you're fermenting. And it's very easy to do. Like I said, 1 tablespoon to a cup, and I'm using a quart. So we all love apples around here. 2 apples a day is awesome for the body, although some feel apples or all fruit have a lot of sugar, but I don't. I think the fruit is living water and it's a way to heal ourselves. And anytime you're fermenting, it is creating good bacteria in the gut and killing bad bacteria. So it's awesome for the body. It improves your skin's health, it improves animals' health. It is so a great hair rinse. I infuse herbs into it for hair rinses. These are just apples that we've all saved, and I'm just filling up the jar as much as I can because I don't want anything floating to the top. That's when you get fruit flies and maybe even some mold and stuff like that. So you just want to pack it in as best as you can. I have another, this is just from a food container I filled up. So we do eat a lot of apples, and that's a good thing. It is coming into apple season here, so hopefully we'll get a big box from a farm and then be able to make some applesauce and other things, and big gallons of apple cider vinegar, so we can store some. Right now we basically use most of this up, which is awesome. And everything should be sterile that you're working with, so try to make sure that you've sterilized it through your dishwasher, or I use alcohol spray here. Just gotta get out this last apple. I don't know how it got in here. Oh, here we go. Okay. And this is sugar water right now, and we're just going to pour that in. All the way over the fruit. Make sure it goes a good ½ inch over the fruit. If there's any sugar in there, like there is in here, we want to make sure that you get everything you can. Distilled water. Just going to get the rest of that sugar water in there, because sugar is the whole, you can't do this without sugar. That's the fermenting part. That's what feeds the bacteria. So from here, I put a coffee filter. You don't have to. You can just use a cheesecloth, but we get gnats around here. Not as bad this last time because I made sure that it was weighed down. This time there was a lot of whole apples on top, so I didn't need to use the weight. So I just put cheesecloth so that it breathes, and You can use a rubber band or a string, something like this, to cover it, to tie it up. Tie the cheesecloth and the filter, coffee filter. Then you store it in a cabinet that is a dark room temperature. Doesn't have to be warm, doesn't have to be cold, like in the 72 degrees is preferable. Here's the apple cider vinegar to be. Here's last month's, because you make them every month. We drink these a lot. A gallon would be perfect, actually. And oh, actually, you just leave this on. I forgot the little tip. And pour it into the jar that you're going to use. And it's a lot more convenient than sifting it through things. So you just pour it right through. That's the weight. And then all these apples will go to the animals and heal their guts, kill any bad bacteria or mold. I noticed that as I put it into their water containers, any green mold that grew killed it. So now you want to put something on that isn't plastic. So this is a plastic lid from the mason jars. And from this size, you got this amount of apple cider vinegar. Still a beautiful gift, considering this is just scraps from around the house. And it may be an old school way, but it definitely is brilliant. A brilliant way of recycling things that might not have been recycled, although you should put them into your compost and garden if you're not going to do this. Okay, thanks for watching.